Anyone?
Hibernate in Java.
Right, Hibernate application, developing Hibernate application in Eclipse. Right. So we have seen how to develop the Hibernate application by creating a project class. So what we have done, we have created a project class like student, and once we create a project class, like it's a Java bean class, then we have created a mapping file which is used to map your project class with the database table and project class properties with the table columns. And what is the use of this ID element? Hello,
It's a primary key.
hello, Imabundu. So what is the use of this? It's a primary key, and we map the other columns, other properties with the other columns of table. Then we have created the configuration file. In that we have loaded the database connection properties, dialect, and show SQL as true, and auto as create or update. So when you say create, it goes with a new table. Okay, when you say update, it uses the existing table. If table does not exist, again creates new table also. And we are referring to the mapping file, which mapping file we are using. And we have created a test class where we have created the configuration object. Then configure your configuration file means it loads your configuration file. In turn, it loads even your mapping file. Then session factory, session, transaction. These are common steps in any Hibernate application. Then create object of project class, set the value to the properties, and persist your object using save method. And even we have seen how to go for update operation also. Okay. So today let us go with the next one, delete. Student delete. Even let us see today student list. So let us go with the student delete. So where you have to create in the source folder what you have created. So under HAB underscore app1, creating new class, student delete. With the main method. Go with the steps of Hibernate. First, create object of configuration. Configure your configuration file. Next, session factory. Okay. Open session. Okay. Begin the transaction. Right. So these are the common steps. Okay. Now the next one. Since we want to go for delete operation, let us see method 1. So in our database table, let us see what are the records we are having. Select start from student. So where we are having 2 records. So let us go with method 1 to delete the record. Very simple to delete. Just to take student object. Just to create object of student and point to the record which you want to delete like this. Stud dot set SNO primary key 111. So we are pointing to the record with 111. Set SNO 111. That's it. When you say student dot set SNO 111, the record with the primary key 111, serial number 111 will come and load into student object. Then just say here start delete student. That's it. The record will get deleted. The record will get deleted. Run this code. So first it will retrieve the record from the table, then delete that record. Okay, select the record and delete it. Clear this method one, all of you. Right? Let us go with the next one, method 2. So, you can say student stud equal to s dot get. Get method is for what? To retrieve the record from table and assign to the object. And what is the class here? Student dot class. And we are referring to the primary key 222. Because the record has been deleted here from the table. One record has been deleted. Now we are having only one record 222. So I am referring to the primary key 222. Go for casting. Then once this record with the primary key 222 will come and store into this object. Then delete that object. Like this. S dot delete the object. That's it. This is one more way of deleting. Run this code. So the record has been deleted. So now we are not having any records in the table. Clear this method to all of you? Jyoti Himabindu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Monica Swati?
Yeah.
Vinila? Right? Let us go with the next one. Let us insert some more records into the table. So we are inserting some records into the table. So now we are in totally 3 records in the table. Now we want to delete the records whose marks are greater than or equal to 600. Then how many records will get deleted?
One.
So in our example, how many records? 1 second. 2 records, right? 2 records. So whose marks are greater than or equal to 600 means this 222 and 333 will get deleted. So let us see how to delete multiple records. So, method 3. So method 3 is for what? Deleting more than one persistent object. So for that we go for query query equal to start create query, and you can say from student, S is capital, from student and alias name S, where start marks greater than or equal to colon marks. From student, okay, S, where alias name, where start marks equal to greater than or equal to colon marks. And here we say query dot set parameter marks and with the value 600. Means how the query will come? From student, select start from student where marks greater than or equal to 600. So once you prepare this query, then execute this query. So in order to execute, so what we want to do is we want to pick up one record and delete. How to get the records from the given query is like this. List student list equal to query dot list. When you call the method query dot list, based on this query, whatever the records we get, that records will come and store into this student list object. It's a type of list where it can store only student objects. So more collections are used here. Okay. So in this one, now this student list contains how many objects based on our example? How many objects?
3.
3. How we got 3? So if you see the table, how many records are there? 3. But how many records are there whose marks are greater than or equal to 600?
Okay.
2, right? 2.
Yeah.
So only 2 records. So that 2 records will come and store into this. Got it, everyone? Right?
Yeah.
Then once you get the list of records here, rabbit set for student stud colon student list. So this for loop will repeat for 2 times. Then you can say start delete and pass the object. That's it. It will delete one by one record. Clear this method 3? Jyoti Mabindu?
Yeah.
Right? Monica Swati?
Yeah.
Vinila?
Yeah.
Right? Anyone, any questions here?
Yeah.
Run this code. So it will delete 2 records for us. Then if you check your table, we are having only 1 record. Okay. Let us go with one more method. Method 4. Method 4. So, same query equal to start create query, and you can see here the commands look similar to your SQL command. Select, delete student where s name equal to colon s name. So we are left out with one name Raj. Then you can say query dot set parameter s name with Raj. Then say query dot execute update. We are calling the method query dot execute update, and you can say ex dot commit and s dot close. Look similar to your JDBC. Okay, this is one more way of doing it. If you run this code, so there are no records in the table. Okay. When to think of which one here? So in this one, first 2 methods is based on primary key. First 2 methods is what? Based on primary key. And the next 2 methods is what? Next 2 methods is your own condition. You can go with your own conditions here. Okay, method 1, method 2 is only primary key. Method 3 and method 4 is your conditions. Clear the differences? All of you? Right? Anyone, any questions up to here?
No.
Let us insert some more records into the table. So we are inserting some records. So we are in totally 5 records in the table. Now let us go for the next one. Student list. I want to display the list of records. So for that we go with the code. Right click on source folder and say new class. Student list with the main method. Go with the common steps. Then here transaction is not required because we are not doing any insert or update or delete, only listing the records. So transaction is not required. Then how to get the records is you can go with query equal to start create query from student. That's it. So which indicates select start from student. There. Now get the list of records. List student list equal to query.list. When you call the method query.list, we get the list of records from student table and which are stored in this student list object. Then traverse our student list. Okay, traverse you can say for student stud colon student list. So this for loop will repeat until all the records gets completed. Print the value of stud. That's it. Run this program. So we are getting the list of student records here. Okay, but it is showing with the class name along with hash code. So how to represent the object value in string format, readable format?
ToString method.
Very good. So where we should override toString method? In which class we should override toString method?
Student class.
Very good. Student. So which object you are printing here? Student. So it's a part of
Yeah.
student. So we have to override toString in student. Written SNO, SName and marks. That's it. Run the code again. So where we get the list of records. Okay, Jyoti Bindu, all these 4 CRUD operations. Monica, Swati,
Yeah.
Vinila.
Yeah.
Let us go with the next concept today. Very important one. Criteria API. So, what is the use of this criteria API? It's more about your select command only. So you can say criteria API allows to build up a criteria, means say some condition, criteria query object programmatically. Where we can apply in this criteria, where we can apply filtration rules like where condition, filtration rules and logical conditions, where we can apply some filtration rules and logical conditions. So we'll see more of this. So how to create a criteria? First of all is creating a criteria. How to create a criteria is we use the interface criteria, some CR equal to, we have to say S dot, where S is your session object, create criteria and refer to the class, student class. So when you say CR equal to create criteria student class, it immediately connects to student table. Then once it connects to student table, in order to get the list of records from student table, just we can use the method cr.list. That's it. Same like query we have seen. cr.list. When you say cr.list, we get the list of records of student table, where you can store in student list. Where we can store in student list. That's it. Then traverse for student stud colon student list. You can print the object stud. Okay. So it looks similar to query, but it is much more powerful than query. So in query we can go with all the conditions. Like even we can go with the insert command also we can do update command, all those things. But criteria is only for like select command, only read operation. And the conditions we can apply more here. More conditions, like we can go for sorting, we can go for like operator, all the different logical conditions also we can apply. So let us understand with complete program. Criteria demo.java. So right click on source folder in new class, criteria demo. Its main method. Go with the steps. Create criteria object like this. Criteria CR equal to S dot create criteria and connect to the class, student dot class, means internally it connects to student table. Internally it connects to student table. Then get the list of records. List student list equal to cr dot list. Traverse by list. Run this code where we get the list of records. Right? Clear up here, Jyoti Himabindu?
Yeah.
Right? Monica, Swati, Vinila?
Yeah.
Now let us go with the next one in this criteria. That is restrictions. Where class? Restrictions with criteria. Restrictions with criteria. So we can add restrictions to criteria using add method. Using which method? Add method. Okay. We can add restrictions to criteria using which method? Add method. So let us understand this more. So you can say criteria CR equal to S dot create criteria, connect to the student class. Then you can say again CR dot add. How to add restrictions? We have to say CR dot add and pass here the argument restrictions dot GT marks comma 600. What it means? What it means? We are applying the restrictions whose marks are greater than 600, or let me say greater than equal to 600. G indicates greater than or equal to 600. So it's going to pull out the records whose marks are greater than or equal to 600. So in our example, we are having totally 2 records whose marks are greater than or equal to 600. Then same case, get the list of records and display it. So apply the condition and get the list of records based on the condition, then display the records. Let me show up to you. Restrictions. So you can say criteria CR equal to S dot create criteria student dot class. Okay. How to add restrictions? CR dot add restrictions dot GE greater than or equal to marks 600. That means select start from student where marks greater than or equal to 600. Okay. Get the list of records and display. Okay. Run this code. So where we get the records whose marks are greater than or equal to 600. Right? Clear all of you how to go with restrictions? Okay. Let us go with some more examples here. So you can see how to add restrictions here. GT. GT means greater than. G already we have seen. LT. LT means less than. LE means less than or equal to. EQ. EQ means equal to. NE means not equal to. Right? So these are the symbols. These are the methods we call under with restrictions. Let us go with one more good method like method. Like method. So in this like method we use 2 wildcards. 2 wildcards like percentage which indicates all characters and underscore which indicates single character. Let me go with an example. Like if you say criteria CR equal to S dot create criteria referring to student table. Then if you say cr.add restrictions dot like s name. So what we want to do is we want to pull out the students. We want to pull out the students whose name starts with R. Whose name starts with R. So how many records are there whose name starts with R here? 3 records. So I want to pull out the students whose name starts with R. Okay. Then what we have to say here? R percentile. All percentile. So first letter is R. Percentile indicates all characters. So after R, whatever the characters it may be, it's going to pull out here. Okay, clear this percentile symbol, all of you? Right?
Yeah.
Then, if we say cr.add, I want to pull out the records whose name contains third letter as M. Whose S name contains third letter as M. So in this one, we get 3 records, Ramu, Ramya and Vamshi. So how to write the restrictions here? Restrictions dot like
Underscore.
what you have to say? S name. What should be the
Underscore.
underscore
M percentile.
M percentile. That's it. Underscore M percentile. So what is this one? First one is for first character in S name R. This one third character in S name M. Okay. Okay. Now we want to pull out the names. We want to pull out the names whose name ends with A. Whose name ends with A. Then how to write that query?
Percentile A.
So what you have to write here? Percentile A. That's it. Percentile A. Last character is A. Last character A. Okay. I want to display the names whose name contains A. Contains A. Anywhere it can be. I think in all we are having A, right? So let us go with some other letter. Whose name contains S. Whose name contains S means Vamshi and Satish. So how to write? Anywhere it can be. How to write? cr.add. So how to write here? Percentile A. Sorry, percentile S. Percentile. Right? All of you? Contains S. Okay. Now, display the names whose name contains exact 4 characters. Whose name contains exact 4 characters. Then how to write?
4 underscore.
Right. 4 underscores. Clear the meaning of this like method? Jyoti Himabindu?
Yeah.
Right? Monica Swati Vinila?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Let me go with the first one. Like method. Like S name with R percentage. So we get the names whose name starts with R. Okay. Now We want to say whose name contains a character S anyway. A character S anyway. So we get 2 records. Right? So similar way you can check with others. Okay. Wearing the next one, and or conditions. Logical conditions. So for this you can go with criteria. CR equal to S dot create criteria. Student dot class. Then you can use the interface here, criterion. I'll say here marks equal to restrictions dot GE marks 600. So we are going with a condition where marks are greater than or equal to 600. So that we are assigning to criterion marks. Similar way, go with one more criterion, one more condition, which means criterion is name equal to restrictions dot like whose name starts with R percentage. What are the conditions? Okay, so we are having 2 conditions here, 2 criterions, marks and name. Now we want to join these 2 criterions. So to join the conditions, to join the criterions, we use logical expression. We go for logical expression. So if I say here R expression, so we can say restrictions dot R. We have to use with method. When you want to go with R condition, restrictions dot R, and pass the 2 criterions here, marks comma S name. Then add this CR dot add R expression. CR dot add R expression. Okay. So when you go for R, what it means? Any one condition can be true, right? All of you? Any one condition can be true. If you want to go with AND, you can say logical expression. AND expression equal to restrictions dot AND marks comma S name. Then say CR dot add AND expression. Okay. So here, any one condition can be true, but here all conditions should be true. That's only the difference, right? So you can check it yourself. Then let us go with the next one, sorting. Sorting the results. Sorting the results. So in order to sort the results, the criteria API provides order class. So the criteria API provides which class? Order class to sort the results. To sort the result set. So how to use here is, you can say criteria CR equal to S dot create criteria. And you can connect to student dot class. Then say here CR dot add order. CR dot add order, and you can see we have to use order class here. Order dot ASC marks. So we are arranging the records in ascending order. Ascending order. If you want to go with the descending order, you can say cr dot add order, order dot desc, we call the method desc marks, descending order. Then you can get the list of records as usual. You can get the list of records. Let me show this. So to go for sorting is, you can say criteria cr equal to s dot create criteria, connect to student dot class. Then you can say cr dot add order, order, you will go for order class, order dot asc based on marks, order dot asc based on marks. Then now get the list of records and display the records. When you run this code, we get the records from the student table and displays the records ascending order based on marks. Here 400 to 700 ascending order. If you want to go with the descending order, we have to say cr dot add order, order dot desc based on marks. It is descending order. So maximum marks to minimum marks. Right, 700 to 400. Clear, Jyoti Himabindu, how to make use of this sorting?
Yeah.
Right, Monica Swati,
Yeah.
Vinila,
Yeah.
right? So very simple concept criteria, it's mainly on select command. Okay. So just to revise this, and very important during interview times. So you should have a basic idea what is the need of going for criteria, what we can do with criteria. So anyone, any questions up to here? Right? So let me stop here today, and tomorrow we are going to start up with one more next topic. That is, we'll see how to go with inheritance in Hibernate. Then after that, we'll see how to go with mappings as a relationship. So tomorrow we see is a relationship, then next day we go for as a relationship. Map, associations. Okay, mapping. So tomorrow we go with inheritance, and next day we go with associations. Okay, then after that we'll be left out with one more important one, like caching. Very important concept, caching. Okay, so we require 3 more days to complete our Hibernate. Right, everyone?
Yeah.
Thank you all. Thank you very much. See you all tomorrow with the next and important one, inheritance. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.